Hey guys, this is video number 2, market research. This means at this point you have completed video number 1. You have done some research with either a Google form or SurveyMonkey, and you have shown that your problem you've selected is a shared problem. Other people are having it, it's not just you. After you've done that, you want to go on to market research. And with market research, you're doing this to become somewhat of an expert within that problem you're trying to solve. And you want to do this so you make sure you don't reinvent the wheel. Come up with a product that's already out there. First thing you want to do is find the total available market. So this is looking at how many people have this problem, and if I were to get just either 1%, 0.1%, or 0.01% of that market, how much potential money is there for me to make? Kind of, if you look at this diagram down here, the biggest circle is the total available market. Then you look at the available market that's being served, so the current solutions. And then you look at your target market. If I were able to get 1% of that, how much money would that potentially be? Then once you've done that, you want to kind of do some research on all the companies that are serving this problem. And by doing that, you'll set up an Excel spreadsheet like I have here. You'll want a column to begin with the company name. Then you want a description of the company and the products and services that they do, their total available market, and the price of their products or services. To fill this out, you'll Google the problem and current solutions that you know of and really do some research into companies that are trying to solve that problem, and you'll write them down as you find them. Also, you'll want to consult an expert, so search in the field of scientists or people that work with maybe some of these companies, and then ask them what are other companies that you compete with, and that can help you fill this chart out even more. And the more that you have on one of these charts and the more companies you have, the better idea you're going to get of all the competition within this market and who's serving it, and maybe that will help you find some areas that you can find your niche, where you can come up with a new solution that isn't already out there. So yes, once you get this all filled out, you'll want to look at what are the problems, or what are some areas that these companies are not serving. Is there a population of people like in India or something that's having this problem that's not being solved? Are the products are really high quality and we could come up with a lower quality? Is the price too high and maybe we can find a way to make it lower? Lead times, does it take too long for the products? So you want to get together and really look at and analyze your market research. And once you've done that, your job is to find a better way. And to do this, you're going to have to brainstorm with your group, with your partners. And my process of brainstorming really works for me, and I've gotten this from, I think they do something similar in Project Lead the Way, but I've gotten this from a book on negotiation, on brainstorming. It works really well, and there's 4 easy steps. First one is you want to get together and write every crazy idea you can come up with initially for this product. You write everything down, there's no critiques, and you just let the creative juices get going with this one. You write everything down. After that's done and you've got your list, that's really your list, you're going to do the positive add-on step. And that's where you look at the items you've written down and really add on to them. Say, I like this one, and it would be even better if we did this. That's a positive add-on. You'll try to do that with each item you have on your list. Then you want to look at the items you can eliminate. Maybe some of the items on your list don't serve the problem you want to solve, so you can easily cross those off. And then finally, you're going to try to make a selection. And you can use a decision matrix for this. I talk a little bit more about brainstorming in a separate PowerPoint, so you can look at that. But this is a good method for trying to come up with a better way. Once you've done that, you want to brainstorm some market strategies, how you're going to get your product out there, how you're going to inform the public on its existence. You also want to consider how you're going to produce it, packaging, distribution, events, with management, public relations, maybe more research and development to improve your product even further, more market research, how are you going to price this thing, and advertising. So these are all just components of market research that you want to include or think about as well. And the last thing is the sales process. How are you going to sell this thing? Are you going to do it online? Are you going to try to get it into stores? Or are you going to do online distribution like Amazon or eBay? Really, most of you are going to start out with online. So that's market research. You're trying to become an expert in the field of this problem. Make sure that you fill out your Excel spreadsheet to the best you can. The more effort you put into that, the easier it's going to be to get into that market and come up with a product that really is needed or is innovative. So I hope that's helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.